The mother tries out some pens, concentrates, then writes. Step by step, day after day, by a constant and indefatigable effort, I aspire that all in this body I call myself exists only for and by thy divine consciousness. Have you followed? Yes, Mother. It is good. Do you understand what it means? You know what it means exactly? Then Mother explains the prayer bit by bit. I will read the bit by bit. First, step by step. It means conscious of each step. Each step forward that you take, it must be placed consciously. A deliberate step, a progressive step, a step upwards, a step placed just exactly where it should be, seen from before, guided by the consciousness. Step by step, embracing all the parts, confident of success, conquering stage by stage, in a constant movement, full of enthusiasm, always forward, without any hesitation or doubt, without stopping to take a breath or having a thought about how to take the next step forward. No, my child, always confident of the presence, assured of the victory. One must walk consciously, one step after another, towards the goal. Next, step by step, day after day, at each moment, at each instant, each day continuously, without ceasing, one must aspire, one must live in the consciousness. The flame must be lit at each moment of the day. One must want the divine. You must prepare yourself, open yourself, so that the light can descend incessantly, so that you are able to receive at each moment. No, not to say, today I am not feeling well, I do not have sufficient zeal. That is why I can relax for the day. Tomorrow I will see if I have enough aspiration. I will think of you or call you tomorrow. I will work with greater enthusiasm. Today I do not feel the aspiration. Today I will rest so that tomorrow I can start again with more vigor. You must throw all these excuses far away. Your aspiration must be constant and more intense and more living at each moment, ceaselessly. Day after day, you must feel this eagerness to progress, always towards the goal. Then, by a constant effort, the effort must be constant, uninterrupted, with more and more fervor and a sustained effort that breaks down all obstacles, to feel this presence that always impels you forward, constantly without wavering, to follow the thread and to be in contact, to walk day and night in the quest of your goal, till one has climbed to the summit, till one has found the result, to pursue tirelessly with an explosive effort that does not stop, which invades all, which leaves behind all that opposes. even what is said to be impossible. What one thinks is beyond human thought, which has no reality for men. He cares not for all that, for he has a burning faith which can conquer everything, even what is impossible. It is because he has a portion of the divine that he has the confidence of establishing him, the divine, in himself. He must gather all that opposes and throw them out of himself, paying no attention to all that prevents his march forward. Having only one thing in front of you, that is your goal and nothing else. You must launch forth towards that, break all the oppositions obstinately and with persistence to arrive at the goal. It is this impetuous will to conquer at all cost. It is this that is meant by tirelessly. It must be a constant and untiring effort. You understand? Then I aspire. It is you who are aspiring. It is from there, the mother indicates the heart, that you aspire. An aspiration that surges up from the depths of your being with an intensity directed exclusively towards the goal. Then all that is in this body that I call myself, all that belongs to you, that is yours, your body, your possessions, all that has become one with your body, which is part of your being, all this, your thoughts, your actions, your movements, in a word, all that you call myself. It is I who have done this. It is I who am walking, eating, going, coming, and sleeping. All that belongs to you, that is yours. All this, all your attributes, your desires, all without exception, exists only for. All this, all that I have just explained to you, exists only for the divine, exclusively, without reserve. There is nothing that is done which is not for the divine, which does not express the divine. Let all your actions, all your movements be only for the divine. All is an offering, and it is for him that you exist. Your aim is only to serve the divine. Your existence on earth is for him alone. Then, and by thy divine consciousness, that it is the divine consciousness that acts through you, that moves you, that makes you aspire. It is he who guides you. Your existence is nothing if it is not for him and provided by him. All that you do, it is because he acts through you. You do nothing except moved by him. That it is the divine consciousness that acts through you, that moves you, that makes you aspire. It is he who guides you. Your existence is nothing if it is not for him and provided by him. All that you do, it is because he acts through you. You do nothing except moved by him. All in you expresses the divine who manifests himself in your life and your actions in full freedom. When it will be like that, when you will exist only for and by the divine consciousness, then it will be the beginning of something for blossoming in the truth. It is a work for you, a hard work, when your life is offered exclusively to the divine, completely surrendered. Then you will begin to live a life. All the parts of your being will obey this single cause in every detail that alone exists for you. It should be His impulsion that acts through you. Nothing but He alone exists for you. That will be something when you acquire this consciousness. Do not presume that it will be a path of roses on which one can walk easily, smiling and watching casually all that is happening. No. I warn you once again that it will be a very difficult path, full of detours, full of blunders and adverse consequences, full of unexpected things, and very difficult to bear even physically. To be followed with certitude and to reject the unnecessary burden, one must be very alert, conscious at each moment to avoid the catastrophes, the dangerous blows that could be very severe. Do not think that it will be a path of roses and spiritual delight. On the contrary, it's a very difficult path. It is like a sharp sword, as it is usually said. There are not many who have the courage to face all these difficulties. Not many, very, very few, can surmount all that. But, Mother, it will become a path of roses, will it not? Ah, that is afterwards. When one has realized many things, when it is He who guides you, it is at that time. Yes, not before. Why, it can be even now with your help? Yes, but only if one has an intense faith, a burning faith, a faith that does not change, that is not dependent on external things and events, a faith that changes everything because it knows the law, because it has found the inner contact. It does not allow any doubt, any hesitation to penetrate within. It is firm and conquers everything. Yes, with this faith, the path becomes luminous and smiling. Always it helps, and there are no more difficulties. The difficulties are transformed into touchstones. Then it is another thing altogether. This faith that renders the forward march always glorious and joyous, as if the difficulties disappear, and a hand leads you, removing in advance the obstacles and the difficulties. And then it is no longer painful, and he who has this faith walks in the beatific splendor of the divine.